Am I? Why am I also disappearing? Fuck. Well, that doesn't fucking work. What if I turn off the light outside? It didn't do anything. that me? Cool. Great. Fantastic. Ooga booga. I wish. No, that won't work. Damn it. Fuck. This does not do anything. Oh, wait, maybe. I think it maxed out. Hey, it's not too bad. Fuck it, whatever. I don't care. Ask me if I care. The answer is fucking no. Just doing casual marketing things for now. Takes fucking forever. And then back to here. Back up. Retweet. Okay. It's 2:55 a.m. Is this not dawn? "10 years ago, a man named Sissel took a little girl named Lynn hostage, and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Sissel met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. Sounds like my life. I'm changing the stream title to be a little bit more intriguing. Miso soup in a hydro flask. Miso soup in a hydro flask. Miso soup in a hydro flask. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. Fucking what? We are starting off incredibly strong with this dumb fucking chapter. Not dumb. It's not dumb. I love this game. I don't mean to speak ill. But who the fuck is that? Cause that sure as hell ain't me. No. I'm putting it down. I have my chips and I'm putting it down. Ray's in my body. And Ray's a bad guy. There you are, Commander Sith. Finally. Cecil, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. I didn't think it would take this long. I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Cecil. So am I Cecil, or is that Cecil? Because I think I'm Cecil, and I think that that's Ray. In my body. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Let me take a little gander at the scene. Wow, this miso soup has reached peak temperature, and I am able to just sip it straight out of my bottle. This is decadence. There is nothing that compares to the ecstasy that I feel currently in this moment with my miso soup in a hydro flask. Yes, we're very close. I lied, that one was really hot. I think a tofu got stuck in the mouthpiece, so of course I sucked a little hard, and I was obliterated immediately. Forgot how hard that guy smacks that shit. Oh. Yes. Yes. Hey, Mike. Woo. I thought that was about to be at the junk yard. I was about to lose my shit. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Nice try, Inspector Cabanello. But you could never stop me. See ya, sucker. What the fuck is happening? Hell yeah, I've got thoughts. So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I better talk to him. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. Spill your secrets, bitch. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Pop! Pop, pop, pop! Smack him up. Wake the fuck up, idiot. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. Yoink. Delicioso. Once the criminal gets the punishment, wait. once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. So he knows that I'm there. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life, or have you forgotten that? His hand is burning. There's somebody in my body. I'm Sissel, and there's somebody in my body. Because if this was a real-ass person, he would not be doing that. Because his hand would be on fire. He would have moved that shit righteous quick. I was murdered by all of you. Decadent. Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me into a corner, even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was right there where I was running. Lynn, she was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally, you, Inspector Cabanela, me. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record, and my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only two people know the real truth. Me and Detective Jowd. Ooh. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. I got nothing to say to you. You never listen anyway. Just kidding, because I'm already dead. Yeah. Definitely somebody in my body. Ye gods. Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temzik. God, they really are just introducing so many new things in the last, 4 chapters. And I'm a little bit concerned because I think that maybe they won't be able to tie all of them up because they're introducing so much at the end as opposed to periodically. But, this is the guy who also wrote Ace Attorney, who also created and directed Ace Attorney. So I'm just gonna have faith that this is gonna be good. Hey man, mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanela, he's awake. My head is spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cabanela character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me. I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere. A life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. Fuck. This one's gonna be a little gnarly, I think. So are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. And a hoot, I think you'd better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. Well, that's a little terrifying. There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? I'm telling you, he's dead. The top of this bookshelf is lined with books. This one on top is balanced so precariously, it's a wonder it doesn't fall off. How did the old pigeon guy even reach up here? And I wonder if he makes his pigeon fetch it for him. See if I can rock this. What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this. So you're here, are you? I don't think I had a choice. Oh, that's terrifying. If I saw this shit when I was like, if I were playing the DS or something and he turned to face me like this, I would piss myself. I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give it up now. I control everything. Everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Damn. Who wouldn't notice what you just did? You were practically shouting, "Look at me, baby." It looks like it might be hard to save you under these circumstances. So I guess I can't do anything in front of him. I think I have to do everything probably behind him. Because I can move behind him, I think. Huh. So once he smacks me down, then I can go behind him. Oh, whoa. I didn't even notice. What the fuck? What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here. And now, there's another death lying hidden here. Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life, valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Where is that old pigeon guy? Okay, so now I can get over to this guy. And I guess we're double dipping one more time. Excuse me. Are you awake? Of course. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things, but never mind that. Cabanela, this is quite a surprising guest you've brought with you, pretending like he didn't just blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy, actually, and I'm his guest, actually. Said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my shy friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death, in order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? But we can go back even further. I've done it before. But if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. Alright, so we're double dipping on this one. Fucking Jesus. Trying how to figure out what the hell is going on. Here's Cabanela. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. So somebody is possessed me. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead. He's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect. It's a spirit. Ridiculous. So you figured it all out, huh? What the hell? You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanela. So it's really true. You're... I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. His body's just a vessel, a shell. I control everything. This shell, people, just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn. So it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence, you know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Jowd did. Now then, Professor, I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight. But before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. Professor, look out! How did Cabanela not die here? What the fuck? I see. He broke his bones. He blended all out tonight. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is my hydro fan stuck? Yeah. Jesus. Oh, fuck me. God damn. Heat really sticks your shit together, huh? That was insanity. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? The medical examiner. Remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. That's why he's blue, huh? But he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't gonna let that happen, baby. You saw through their plan, eh? I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle a corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his powers were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn, and I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking out, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back even further into the past. Your Honor, I'm confused. Alright, man. Jump in there and stop that explosion, would you? Easy enough for you to say. Foolish of you to say, too. If you stop the explosion, he'll just do me in some other way. Fair enough. Then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would you? I repeat, easy enough for you to say. It's most likely impossible to boot. That huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye. Well, what do you propose then, Prof? Pray tell. Your best bet is to save me during the explosion without him noticing. What the hell does that mean? I see, I think. Jesus. Okay, so I gotta wait until he brings that back over. Then I can jump in there. Okay. I still can't reach that, though. Can't reach that either. So I'm thinking that maybe I can just open the door and then close the door. Because he was buried under rubble anyway. So I'm low-key just gonna try that. So let's accelerate the story. So he's gonna set that in motion. Two. Help me. Where are you? Find me. Before I'm carried away. What's with the frail sounding call for help? He's here somewhere. A friend of yours? Yep. A little guy that looks a little fragile but has strength that'd surprise you. Ah, fuck. Such a pity. Too bad it don't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard, wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, that's why we're both dead. Without stopping the explosion. So there's somebody there that I need to find. But the question is, how do I find them? Okay, so maybe if he moves off of it, I can push it open. There's also not really much that I can do here. Because I can't reach that. Can't reach either of those things. See what happens if I examine this. This device has that meteorite data entered into it. If it detects Temsic radiation, it responds. Got that, kid? Isn't it a lovely thing? I'm gonna just shimmy back down there. So I guess after Sissel steps off of it, maybe there's like a short period where... God, I'm gonna get fucked over by this again, I bet. Too bad it doesn't open downward. What the hell am I supposed to do here? Did I just hear a rat? Let me move, let me move! I know I'm not figuring that shit out, but there's a couple rats over there. Time is running out, baby. But you know, it looks like it's all over. Unless I find another path, I'm sort of at a deadlock here. So it's okay. What's strange to me here is that this happens so close to the end. I don't understand. What? I mean, I'm definitely starting over, but I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to look for. I don't even know who this is. I'm thinking maybe it's Missile, but I don't see a leaf anywhere. Is it these guys? But then how am I supposed to get down there? Okay, so I don't think he's in the room because I don't see anybody in here. So is it these guys down here? Find me before I'm carried away. Looks a little fragile, but has strength that would surprise you. There he is! Missile! What are you doing there? Do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course! Here, let me come join you. So I guess we'll... Okay, here I am, Sissel. That's what it was. Okay, so fate slightly averted. But how? Can't do that either. We can't do this, we can't do that. What can we do? We let the explosion happen. Then we rescue the old guy, the old pigeon guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of it, Missile. Okay, so... Ball, telephone... Do you remember how to use my powers? Yeah. Falling to the river, I realized something. If you look at a thing from different angles, it looks different. So what the fuck am I supposed to connect to? Because that sure doesn't reach. Bowling ball is not active. But what does that even do? What the hell? Now that's what I'd call some proper commotion. They're making that trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a little bit like dancing now myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild instincts back. But is that gonna do anything for me? Trash can lid versus tire. I don't think that that's gonna do much. Because it's not like I can reach that either. These things can't be swapped because I can't reach anything there. These don't have anything in comparison. Ball? Lamp, phone. He's about to die, so I need to figure something out, like, now. Not what I wanted. That doesn't work either. Fuck. Oh! Ow! Now does it work? Fuck off. Come on, those totally work. Okay, now it should work. Holy shit, that's insane. Holy shit, this game is fucking insane. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make it hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. Got his ass. Let's fucking go, dude. So fate changed for one of them. I can't believe it. You lot actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Cabanilla. I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor, broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is, nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace here. So fate averted for one of them, which means we spin back now. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead, not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that, right about now, the real me is giving the poor Justice Minister a real fright. Oh, that phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute. Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yeah. Yeah, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla? A hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Cabanella. But this time it's different, right, Sissel? That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white, and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. God, I love Missile so much. All right, let's get started. Inspector Cabanella's upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Okay, Lovey-Dove, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. Damn, imagine having a pigeon as a pet. This shit will fuck so hard. Are you kidding me? So I gotta just get back up there, right? Yoink, yoink. There you are, Sissel. Sorry for the wait, Missile. Sissel and Missile, baby, let's go. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanella without him noticing. Ooh, that's a tall order. Okay, so Missile's in there. So let's just swap him out real quick. Just so I can get a little gander for the scene. So those two are the same thing, but I cannot reach them. Desk lamp, desk lamp. So I can't really get anywhere either. Because I sure as hell can't get over there. Can't get over there. And Missile. Does that look like anything? I don't think so. Nothing down there either. Can't reach that. Well, what am I supposed to do? Because if I go down there, then I would just move it and it would fall off, and then I would just be banged down at the fucking bottom, so I can't do shit about that. So I don't know if I'm supposed to switch something. Kettle. Yeah, that book is way too far. And those aren't similar enough. Those two are definitely similar. But I don't know what that means for me. So I guess I'll just kick it for now until he punches the thing off. Ooh, that was salty. What the fuck? That was like super salty. And then I'll pop back right there. But what am I supposed to do? I'm gonna kick it in the book for now, and then go... Finally, you. Oh, shit. Well, fuck. Now what? Okay, so now it's closer. Yikes, I'm a little scared right now. Yeah, me too. Fuck. Jiggle it. Cool. Then move. Oh. Not what I was expecting. Will that do something? Would you look at that? Right on the hook. I love knit hats. So warm, and most of all, soft. But what is that? What will that do? So we'll do that and then pull him away, go back, and then... Same as the helmet that I knocked down earlier. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? Because I can't do anything there. So, okay, let's try this again. Up, up. And... But what is that gonna do, even? In other words, once it's fired, the bullet will be the key to this whole thing. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just touch that icon. Gotcha. Great. So let's do that first. And... just gonna shimmy him right up there to that book. And then we just go back. And then I wait for him to punch the thing so it falls, so I get a little bit of access to other places. Great. Then we go up, up. And then he's going to turn it around. Or he's going to turn around, sorry. And then I'm going to swivel it, because I feel like that's something that I have to do. Did you see that? That bat says I'll turn around. If you have something to do, do it now. I guess just open that. I don't know if that's gonna do anything. And then I'm gonna sit right here until he gets shot. Then he's gonna get shot, he's gonna roll back, and then I can hop into that thing, and then I can start taking care of things from there. I just don't know what good it's gonna do. And then let me just jam over there, move. Then we ghost. Go up, up, jiggle. Great. Then we ghost back down here. Trick. Now I switch over to missile. Missile can switch these. That did fuck all, is what that did. Okay, so I'm supposed to drop the helmet then. But what the fuck does that do? Because I can't switch them out later. Switch back to Sissel. Cancel. Yeah, so I fucked up. God damn it. Fuck. Racking my brain for this. I'm thinking real fucking hard. Like, I don't think I'm supposed to be doing anything down there because it doesn't matter. Okay. Gonna switch to missile and bring him back up to the book. And then we just go back. And then I wait. And then when he turns around... So we do that, and then up, up. And... Actually, hold on. Let me, open that up real quick. And then I'm here. And then he's gonna turn around. Then I trick. Then I ghost. Right there. And then I trick. Now I'm in the helmet. And... I don't know if, like, opening that does anything. And then he gets shot, and then he's gonna roll. But what am I supposed to do here? Whoops. And then I go here. What does this do? So what exactly is this thing? It looks like a giant nail clipper to me. It's an instrument used in analyzing. You're not alone. None of the rest of us understand either. Great. Of what look like little fragments of rock. Temzik article. Okay, so I gotta bring this over, which is all well and good. And then I go here and move. And then switch, which means I do that. Swap. Great, and then it falls. And then we go ghost again. Okay, so we'll go on there. But they're not, like, it's not letting me... It's not letting me do anything there. There's a really thick book I can't read, so I don't know what it's about. What if I trick again? That did fuck all. Yeah, that's not doing anything. So if they said that it's the same shape, then why isn't it letting me do anything? That is the question. What happens if I trick this right now? Nothing. And if I swivel this, I imagine it's not gonna do too hot for me either. Let me see if I can close that. What? The bullet? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. Such a cute little shape, doesn't it? Wow, this is fucking insane. I don't think he noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats. So warm and most of all, soft. Did I do all right? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too, over and over. Fuck yeah, dude. What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together? That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back. Back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Missile. And there's a certain guy I have to follow, too. Whew. I'd be sweating off that one. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanela, the man in red left. And now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you old crazy character? Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't even bother me. Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone, eh? Just in case us posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys came through for us. Damn. Damn it. You picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. So I'm guessing I just chat with these guys. In case of the Inspector in white, I can't call it a complete success, but in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. Better start talking to him. Boink. I like that missile still over there, too. If I knew things were gonna end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way, I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's not true. It's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yes, sorry. I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. It was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. He's thinking about a spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. Alright, let's fuck this shit up. The guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who forced me into a corner, Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park, and finally you, Inspector Cabanela. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Yes. 10 years ago, on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made 2 very stupid mistakes. Let him out of your sight. Fine, fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I'd just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement, but I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner, and I made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanela, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. Foolish. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You are an absolute fucking moron. This is all Cabanela's fault. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes. This country keeps tabs on the communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time, and in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them 2 predictions. He foresaw 2 completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right. Highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as a hostage. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. How the fuck do you think we're gonna do that, Is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my own life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. The manipulator case. That's why you cared about your records so much? Of course. Why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Jowd, shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story. Some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator. He's gonna prove that Jowd is innocent. Why do you care? There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, then why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove his innocence. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped totally. Oh, that's not what it said. Sorry, I have my glasses off because I yawned and my eyes are full of tears. I'm simply moved by how delightful this game is. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. Damn it, I was wrong. This guy's not bad, fuck. But there's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. Haha, what's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around, give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. The police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. What about mine? 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead, but I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity, too. That's the only way I can describe it, too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead, all right. No question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch? But I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. I was completely bewildered. But when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went. And no scarring or blood either. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body, but there is one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? Bizarre. It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. The corpse left behind some data for some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation? I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could it be? That's right, it was coming from that meteorite fragment. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case, thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? It was about a year ago, I'd say. And Cabanela just barges in and goes fucking ballistic. If I had an office and anybody ever came in like that, I would 100% just be like, listen, I need you to leave. Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball? I was investigating the manipulator case there, and then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. It's Phoenix Wright. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard a manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and the Temzik was somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce no matter how hard I tried. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. I keep accidentally fucking changing the window size. I'm gonna shit my pants. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. So now we're gonna explain this whole shit to her because a lot's going on. Inspector Cabanela, I'm sorry. I just heard you were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw them in the slammer. Tonight, I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Oh, it's Jowd. What the fuck? But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jowd! The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning, too. That's a pretty extreme while he was at it. Holy shit, this is everybody that I've helped in one room at the same time. Sorry I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around, and then you swoop in at the last second. Five years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. Fuck yeah, dude. That's baller as shit. I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. Homies. Sissel, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. I need everybody to stop turning to face the camera when they speak to me, because that makes me very uncomfortable. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was, and I'm actually further from knowing who I am than I fucked that up completely. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. Holy shit. That was a long-ass chapter. But here's 16. So I think I've... Including this one, I got like 3 more chapters. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Hello? This is Jowd. Sissel, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. Trace complete. Let's fucking go, baby. Oh, it's the same number. Well, you'd better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go. Holy shit. Holy shit. So sad that nobody else is here to, like, experience all of this with me. A single phone line connects me and the other Sissel, but that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. And I just reached the center of the web. So now I'm locked in here because they don't have a communication line anymore. Welcome to the Yanoa. Detective Jowd. Ah. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind. I forgot what voice I even gave this guy in the beginning. Oops. Ye gad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine, huh? But how did you find us, my man? Not even when the police knew whether you know what was going to surface, confound it. We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. What? The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. Why? Oh. Ah. I see. I have a little something for you. Cabanel has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch. Yes, Inspector Cabanela. I hear he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere. Ah, Cecil, you mean? Oh, is that just his body? You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. His shell, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely, right about now, he's controlling your daughter. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please let her go. Bah! There's something our nation needs, and Cecil has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Cecil has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? That just went up his ass. Our nation has already researched it. This product that Cecil has to offer. The source of his powers. He just straight yoinked it. What in the world was that? The Temsic fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Cecil is concluded. As far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? What a mistake to make. Right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell. I don't know if that's how a submarine works. What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd, where did he go? What the hell? What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I'd better find them and fast. Who the hell is that? Is that Missile? So you're here, huh? It's Missile! Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. I'm sorry to say I don't think it can. Well, you do have the power to swap objects, so let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together. Okay, so... guessing I can swap these, but what'll that do? I see. Right now I've done a quick little sweater paw. Cause, my hands are sweaty and it's making my mouse gross. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. I've got a bad feeling about this. Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel. Where are you? Somebody please answer. You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is... Miss Lynn! Well, hell yeah, I'm going there. What the fuck else would I do? Stay there and fuck off? No. What, Lynn fucking drowned? Oh, I'm tired of this bitch fucking dying, I swear to God. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sissy, I knew you'd come. Miss Camilla, Miss Camilla! And Missile, too. I'm so glad to see you're all right. Well... I moved my leg and I got scared because I thought I fucking heard something. I get so fucking scared. Well, I wouldn't say I'm all right exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? So that was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you, Miss Camilla. I'm so glad I was born your little doggy. Hey, Missile. Could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Missile. Aww. She gets to see her little ghost puppy again. Now I have to save this dumb fuck. I wonder what happened this time. And then I'd better do something about that detective lady. Alright, let's chat. Can I talk to you a minute? Yes, sissy? Could you tell me what happened to you? What happened after I last saw you at your old house? Oh, let's see. After that, I think I fell asleep. I woke up to the sound of an engine. I thought to myself, I have to escape. Oh yeah, so she was already in this room. She got drugged or what? Okay, now Lynn's here. So something exploded. And then Lynn fucking died. All right, idiot, let's talk. Oh, Sissel, you're here. Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. And where's Detective Jowd? Is he all right? I think he got manipulated. Or she got manipulated. So they were gonna make Lynn kill Camilla, maybe? The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat, and then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. I'm kind of hungry. Might dip outside for like 5 seconds to grab some food and chips. I'm gonna do that. There's nobody here anyway. BRB. Eating on stream, baby. Ha ha ha! I've returned. With grub. I got some chips, some fries I made earlier in a motherfucking air fryer. So I'm not gonna be voice acting for a little bit. I'm almost certain that Lynn got manipulated. Because the guy said that quote unquote real Sissel was possessing Camilla. So I'm assuming Lynn came in to save Camilla. Real Sissel freaked out and went into her. Yeah, there you go. Or I think I was a little back. I might have been a little flipped. Fred, I can't do that. This is my last chance. Wow. So that's really it. It didn't happen tonight, did it? But like, I'm just still confused on who I am. Wow. She even went so far as to still save Camilla. We didn't have to, but like we kind of did because you keep dying, Lynn. was that mysterious explosion. Huh. Wait. I put some sriracha on my plate because I was like, oh, fuck yeah, fries and sriracha. I ran out of sriracha for my cold grilled cheese. This is an issue. Hmm? Hmm? Mm-mm. Hmm. Thank you, Lynn. I think we heard it. Mm-hmm. Hmm. 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 Oh, whoa, that was kind of baller, actually. Did not mean to do that, but it worked out. This is worth checking out. Hmm. But now what? She said that's cheating, as if she hasn't been murdered like 8 times. Oh shit. Wait, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Fuck. Is it though? Hello? Am I gonna be allowed to move at all? The missile? He's gonna be like, oh, the dog? Trying something very interesting right now, where I'm sticking hot Cheetos in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, just so I can give it a little more texture, a little more crunch, and a little more spice. We'll update on how it goes. So we're really just in the missile now. We just have to keep it from going off, right? Yeah, easier said than fucking done. Helps the torpedo maintain balance. Let's see if I can just hit that. Ah. How the fuck am I supposed to get it out? That in turn sets off the detonator. All right. So it's this one that I have to fuck with. Fuck off. I don't think this is gonna work. Tink. Oh, you were had, actually. Damn it. Oh, that was interesting. We've dumped it off. Great. Oops. But an impact is going to be less forceful than, like, an entire fucking explosion. Was that just missile, or is that a new character? What the fuck? Yeah, obviously. Imagine I couldn't get over there. That'd be crazy. There we go. Should make that, right? Now I just gotta turn it on. Where the fuck is... Where's Missile? Camilla's so sweet. Back to sleep. Damn, Lynn's kind of strong. Children are not light. Looks like this room's gonna fill up with water fast. I went to a Micho Okana pretty recently with my girlfriend. And I got this thing called a Toasty Loco. And it came with these chips that are like Tostitos, but they're like salsa verde flavor. Shit is insanely good. The ladder. This looks like it's about to bust. There we go. Fuse box open versus lower. Cool. I think it's this one. Nice. I'm kicking ass. Lynn, I swear to God, if you die again. It died. Am I supposed to actually do that? What the fuck? What are we in? Is this the boiler room? Lynn, if you're fucking dead again, I'm gonna be pissed. That's right. Better wake up, piece of shit. Uh-oh. I don't remember who the first person I was when I like met or when I started like running the game. Very possible that everything is only happening because I somehow... Oh, well, actually, I guess it was me. No, it was Lynn. If I didn't decide that I needed to save Lynn's life for whatever godforsaken reason, I wouldn't have to do this shit. Also, this sucks. It's not going great, Missile. Create a path for the lady. If... Well... Alright. I think it's time to go over here, but what am I swapping with? Hmm? That's not gonna do very good, is it? Those are different sizes, so one of those might fall out. Just kidding. Alright, let's go Ghost. Just kidding. I guess swap that down. Can I... Uh-huh. That's not it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. But like... Well, fuck. Because I can swap all these things, but that doesn't matter because it's not, like, benefiting me at all. That's not what I wanted. That's the torpedo, but I can't swap it with this transformer. Huh. We'll cancel that, and then I'm gonna swap him back over to that. And then now let's do that. I guess I'll trick that and see what happens. Oh, sick. That was totally an accident. Lynn, I need you to fucking move faster. I know you have a body on you right now. I need you to move faster. Jesus Christ. Okay. Not that. Let's go here. Oh, actually, hold on. I think I have to operate this again. Up, 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 up. Can I just do this? Okay, so I turned off that one. So let's swap here. Closing this valve, I shut off the steam flow at first pipe. So this one's blowing down. Oh, I can move the hook. Okay. What the fuck? What happens if I swap them? It changes how the steam comes out. Okay, so that's what I've been trying to do. So let's actually swap these two. And I should be able then to just kind of move across over there. Oh, fuck. That works. That works. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go! Lynn, holy shit, you are so slow. Okay, there. Back. Trick. Raise it up. Fantastic. Let me open that for you, idiot. You can't do it. Damn, Sizzle's kind of being a bitch. Is that any way to ask for something? She's gonna die. And then you'll have to save her again. Oh, what the hell? Who the fuck was that? What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. I forgot I was in the door. Oops. A single ray of light. I don't trust Ray. It's Ray. Chapter 17. God, I'm almost fucking done. Up and the submarine continues to sink slowly but surely, a long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. But who saved them, I wonder? What in the world is this thing? What the hell? Sissel? I see you managed to survive, detective. Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who am I? Who in the world are you? You can't remember who you are? That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought it was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am too. What? Stop being cryptic, you piece of shit. The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. Who the fuck is pinging me? Oh, I see. Oopsie doopsie. They got us good. It's all over for the submarine. Its engine room is destroyed, there's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had to deal with those people. They betrayed me, and I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temzik fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah. That meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. These 10 years I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects, and in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently, there are individual differences in the powers we get, and it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah. My powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? So Sissel got it there. Missile got it because he got ran over there. But then so that's Ray. Because he was right there and then he got hit. Boink. And then died on top of it. Aren't the Temzik remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. So I think I got hit with it because I was in Sissel's body. And the fragment was inside me at the time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? Contradictory existence. That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. My body's vital functions stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. So I just simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day, my hair hasn't grown an inch. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. It all went fine. I manipulated the Justice Minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temzik. Detective Jad was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanela and that junkyard super. They were slated to be wiped out too. And, as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temzik fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? Well, it's because she was there. If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. 10 years later, and you'd become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. Yeah. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. And he's propped up over there because it keeps his body up. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. But then these fucking idiots stepped in. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha. The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temzik meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temzik sooner or later. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush this submarine. There are no cores that link from here to the water's surface. There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling. Cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine, sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. Camilla's awake. Where's Jowd, by the way? Lynn? Camilla! Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal a Temsik fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Yes, we do! Oh, she has the pocket watch? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. This will tell us where Detective Jout is. That present from the inspector in white. That's right. Detective Jout told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us with our powers, right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Come on, let's get started. Fuck. Not there. Boink, boink. Grapes? Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? The machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lays in bed. I've been thinking about this for a while now, but don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? Looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. Who can I dial? Torpedo room. There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Okay. So now I head there, hit the safety on the thing. And I just turn on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. What does that do? How's it going there? I'm just calculating the command room's coordinates now. Oh, so I have to figure out how to load the missile? Who's this? Is this missile? Cool. So now let me just, I guess, swap those. And then I'll go back and... yeah, for some reason that one just worked better, I guess. The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. Alright. Then I just ghosty goo in. I've already set the torpedo's course and I'll head towards the command room where Detective Jout is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. He wants to stay here. Valid. Valid. You're valid, Missile. I love you, and you would never do anything wrong. You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen. And that's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never, ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla? I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. Missile's so cute. Camilla and Missile, I would die for the both of you. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. Do I have to count it myself? I'm gonna sweat fucking bullets. Sissel? Yes? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is, I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're gonna see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will. I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes, then. Good luck, friend. 2. I don't know if it's after she throws the switch or if it's after I launch. That was like already 12 seconds. It's gotta be after I launch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light, of hope, reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Oh, is Jowd fucking dead? Detective Jowd! I bet that big masked man did this. I'm gonna bite him. You'd better not. You might break your teeth. I think Jowd might be, yeah. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you Yomiel? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. But those people on the Yanoa were calling you Sissel. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Jowd? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multidimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then, one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life. I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot, and the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth. A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, in everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response, in the end, was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temzik was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all this? None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did you go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temzik meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanelli, the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then, they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Oh, this fuck? Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temzik meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temzik meteorite. So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah. It's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one more thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now? But we promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them. And we can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Jesus! Alright. So, where are we headed? We're not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. By the way, I am not human, Detective. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use for technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? Hi, Xana. There isn't anymore because I finished it. It was very good. I think there's a few tofu chunks left in there. And that's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility. What are you talking about? There is no need for you to know, Detective. Bah! That's a whole gun. Now it is time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Grr. Camilla. Forgive me. Jesus. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning the situation around. Please, I just want to know who I am. Okie doke. Boink. Huh? What is it, Detective? Look at Yomiel's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temzik fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell? Give us some kind of lead? What, am I popping over there? Oh, the situation has changed, apparently. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temzig. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temzig fragment has been taken away. Exactly, so what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temzig fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So, let's see. That means we can go back? Back to 4 minutes before your death? But wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move! Oh, holy shit. This might be insane. This deadass might take me to 10 years ago. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues, and all I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Is this the final chapter? No, I think this is 17. Oh! Just kidding. Final chapter. Oh! Sweats! This game has been fucking phenomenal. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temzig meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Bonkers, bro. Oh, that's so cute. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? I mean, maybe. Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. They're just gonna... Huh? Oh. A kitten. Shoo. You might get hurt. Meow. Oh wait, but that cat was there at the very beginning too. This is the first time we've seen this cutscene with color. Boing. Bink. Not the yam! Save the yam! Are you okay? You're all right now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods. They're the ones who saved you. Which job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. So that's the Temzig meteorite, eh? It's beautiful, looking at it from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temzig from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jowd? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. Holy shit, dude. I don't know what I have to do here then. Can't believe I'm 10 years in the fucking past right now. Flynn would just wander off somewhere. That would solve everything. When her sweet potato is almost ready, ha, she's not gonna budge from that spot. But you know, it makes me wonder. Little girl, all alone in the park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, then we'll just have to have the fragment move instead. Fuck. Oh, it's her headphones. Well, oh. But the question is, how do I get up there? I don't think I can make that still. Okay, now they're coming. I want to know the importance of that cat. Turn up? What are you doing? You're gonna hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears. Okay, but now the fucking thing is thrown. Interesting. I'm gonna move there real quick. Whoops, not that, not that, not that. Oh, fuck. Can I make that? Oh, God bless. Oh, right, of course. Sorry, I'm like thinking. So you're saying you could swap them, huh? Okay, so let's go there, there, and let's go back, trick, go here, ghost, and can I swap these instead? That should... Oh, look! The lamppost is bending! But it hasn't broken yet! It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It just might hold out for a little while longer. But if Mino sits firmly in its way, then fate should change. Well, I guess there's nothing left for me to do, right? It's about time for that meteorite to come down. I'm a little concerned. I'm like afraid that it's gonna hit the thing and the thing is just gonna fall over and kill both of them. Jowd. Oh my god, square in the dick. But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Come on, put it down. Huh? Jowd, put the gun down now! If you don't, you're gonna shoot him. Oh, fuck. I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. Sweet potato, sweet potato, sweet potato! And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Is that missile? Or is that me? I think it's missile. Donk! Oh no. But we still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead, I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still. This fate is just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Wake up! You gotta get out of there! Oh fuck. Oh jeez. Damn it. My leg won't work. I don't think I have anything here. What is it? What can Sissel and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yomiel. Sissel, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Just trust me. Let's go. Now gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. Holy shit. Swap them. It'll still be right above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. That's his turn. It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Mino. What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or 2 helped. Oh, it helped, all right. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. What a fucking... Oh my god. Truly incredible. He's okay with dying as long as it's on his own terms. What a fucking Chad, dude. God. God, you know he's hung.
Hey, mister, is your knee okay?
Is my baby Lynn voice. Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt.
You saved me, mister?
I was just doing my job. The gods. They're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. Call me Dick Gumshoe. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. This motherfucker doesn't have a cell phone?
What's that?
This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave.
A detective's badge?
Oh, baby Lynn is so cute. Okay, you know what to do, little detective. What is that on the ground right there? Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on. Help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened. She's like my sweet potato. Oh.
Meow. Meow. Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there.
Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray.
It's kind of limp. Is it okay?
I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. It doesn't look like it's injured or anything.
Poor little kitty.
How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten?
Meow.
So what, am I the fucking cat? Well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel's. I'm the fucking cat, bro. The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years, you were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend? I cannot believe I was a fucking cat this whole time. I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. Somebody, please reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at the time. I'd lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. I know, I'm such a cutie. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. Slurp.
Meow. Meow.
I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. My cat, my little kitty cat. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. Whose house? But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me. But they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. What the fuck, man? Hold on, I'm getting emo here. At the very end of this fucking game, they just introduced this whole sad backstory for him. I'm in pain. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects. But then, after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light. Or at least that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. The Black Cat. I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. And what was that? Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead. What? The first shot. I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences and the powers that we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean, I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiance stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate, and I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes. I believe you're right. So, this is the last fate to be averted, eh? So, Yomiel, it looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad, too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right. We should get back to our new present.
I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again.
So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel. Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It'll be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomiel? Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomiel.
Sissel, are we ever gonna see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't.
Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then.
Sissel, I'll never forget you.
I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, it looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning. And now, we're each going back to our new present. What a fucking incredible game. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Wait! Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Oh, it's Ray.
Before I cease to exist.
Oh, it's you!
Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I am really grateful to you, Sizzle. Thank you.
But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory.
Yes, I know that. I know all about you.
Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you?
Fair enough, I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fates of many people tonight, the first of which was hers.
Double killed. Killed once and then killed again.
If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature.
Oh my god, it's the pigeon.
After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process...
Damn, they killed Camilla too? Fuck.
2 little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred.
What? Look at that. The powers of the dead, but how?
He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not?
Hey, wait a minute.
That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects.
He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady.
The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then... he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death.
What? Jesus Christ, Missile's actually, like, akin to God.
He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again.
Oh my god. So this is just Missile, but again.
And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold.
So that was you, huh? Oh, what a cutie.
That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years.
You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own. So you decided to wait these 10 years out.
Exactly. And then at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I had grown old and my powers were weak, so I decided I need to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me.
But wait a second. You were able to manipulate that desk lamp.
Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects.
But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself?
Because I couldn't.
Huh?
From watching the Man in Red, I found out that there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example. It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power, especially if you're trying to chase somebody.
But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me?
Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before on that night the first time around.
We what? We met before?
From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the Ghost World paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you.
That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well.
You had lost your memory that time, too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me.
I did what?
I just want to find my own
lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
That's what you said. And then you disappeared, away over the telephone line.
I'm really sorry I didn't help you.
That's why I decided that this time I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage.
Mutual advantage?
The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the Man in Red, to Yomiel.
What?
I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit.
A time limit?
That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the Man in Red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over.
Then, you mean that thing about ceasing to exist?
Oh, that, completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know, but I just wanted you to use your time wisely.
Oh boy, I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way.
Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I.
Missile,
I believed in you. I always knew you could do it, and so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Missile, so you waited and waited these 10 long years, all for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh?
Of course, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Cecil.
And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back. Back to a new present. Fucking incredible. Honest to God. This game is fascinating. Huh? How come it's dark? I'll just turn on the lights here. Oh. No gun. Hey, were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee, it worked. But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made this surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. That's all right, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Jowd. Dad, you're home. Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges too? Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. Haha. How long are you gonna keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, eh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. Ha ha ha. That you will. That you will. Meow. Meow. Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right. The very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep. He never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Sissel. Sissel? Seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. Meow, meow. I think Sissel likes you, Lynn. Oh, she's hot. All right, everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. Damn. MILF. At the very end of the game, MILF alert. I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow too. And so we meet again, Sissel. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their livelihoods unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. What a fucking fantastic game. Holy shit. Shu Takumi does not miss. Guaranteed 100% hit rate. Fucking incredible. Happy birthday to, lovely Lynn. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Hey, Missile. I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby. Where the fuck did he get that big plate of spaghetti from? And damn if it don't look good. Fuck. What the hell? Hey, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanela. What kind of example is the inspector providing for his men? Koki Kinoshita killed it with the character designs. God bless your fucking heart. Here's your food, gentlemen. Memory? What are you doing here? I heard you were gonna be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today. So you took on a part-time job here again just so you could eavesdrop? Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. And all of these people, too, with the character animation, fucking killed it. Da-dee-da. So exotic, so exciting. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and fenugreek. Curry chicken paradise. Is this really necessary, this new curry chicken menu item? Oh, but our very best customer requested it. Now good luck with the taste testing. Oh boy. I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? It's Lynn. Oh fuck, it's this dude. Two people for character modeling. Pretty good. Backgrounds were hot too. Akiko Nagashima. This game was so good. This game is from the same guy. The only reason that I played this game was because I was like, oh, you know, like, I'd been interested in it from the first time that I'd seen it, like, years ago when I was a kid. And so I had been excited to play it at some point or another. And then after I played the first few Ace Attorney games, then I found out that this game was from the same person who made Ace Attorney. And so I was even more excited to play it. And then I played it. And I did fucking 10 out of 10. Truly amazing. And the twist at the end is just wholly unforeseen. Like, it just comes out of nowhere. And it makes sense and it's good. If anybody's even still here watching, you know, 100% recommend this. Even though you might have just now seen the ending, it's fucking incredible and absolutely worth your while. It's not super big brain, because I think there's like multiple avenues that you can take to like solve puzzles and stuff. So if you've played Ace Attorney before, like any of them, and you enjoyed it, you'll almost guaranteed like this game. This deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say those grapes are quite good, my man. The Yanoa is about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Be forewarned, sir. Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now. Ooh, music. Bomb. The sound effects were fire too, actually. Very satisfying. He's rocking out. Love, peace, and pigeons. Long live rock and roll. He's found his pigeon friends. Stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here. Fuck that guy. I got so tired of that guy. Oh, whoa. One of those guys is one of the guys who co-directed the last Ace Attorney. Today's the day, you know. He's finally getting out. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. Then let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we got stomachache. We call it Dance Away the Pain. Oh, I'm real interested in that one. Think you can show it to me, say, next week? There were definitely a few things in here in terms of localization that were incorrect, you know, big mistakes. But not gonna fault them for it because there was also a lot of fucking reading. Holy shit, there's a lot of people here. Quality assurance. Well, that explains it. There were this many people for quality assurance, which is why it came out to be such a good fucking game. "10 long years, Yomiel. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you's waiting outside." Thank you, Sizzle. That's beautiful. Oh, that's so cute. Well, that's that. Ghost Trick Phantom Detective is now finished. And now we move on to the next game, which is Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice. Or actually, I think it's called Apollo Justice. And then it has like a separate subtitle. I don't know. But, well, I've already put it in there, so it doesn't really matter. But, yeah. Let's see. Let's swap over to here. It's let's see. So schedules changed a little bit, as some of you may or may not know. Saturday has remained the same, but Sunday is still the podcast with my girlfriend. But now we start that at 2 p.m. instead of 12 p.m. Just so we kind of get a little bit more people coming in and out. Monday, games at 6 p.m. I am wondering if I should push that earlier or not, just because by now, 6 p.m., it's already dark out, and I feel like everybody is just ready to go to bed by that point. So I'm trying to figure out the best times to start streaming on different days and stuff like that. So slowly, I think I'll, be able to come into my own and make my own ideas and schedules and everything. But while I'm still here, while I'm still growing and stuff, I'm definitely gonna ask people for their feedback, for their insight, and see if I can make any changes that would increase my chances of being fucking good at things. And what? I just saw a fucking... Oh, probably in there. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in today. I appreciate the support as always. This was a fucking phenomenal game. Huge recommend if you haven't played it before. I know the end got kind of spoiled for you guys, but it's fucking great anyway. So please, give it a shot. It's absolutely worth your time. It's a lot of fun, and the puzzles are like straightforward, and sometimes it's just a little bit of like extra thinking, but it works out, and it's so good. I'm looking forward to just being a fucking Shu Takumi streamer for like the next 5 games, because I'm doing Apollo Justice, then I'm doing Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth, and then Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, and then Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, and then Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. And then after that, I burned through the rest of my fucking backlog. But thank you all for tuning in today. Appreciate the support as always, and I will see you all next time. Bye.